Good morning. So today we're going to talk about finding the area of composite figures. Composite figures can be separated into different figures. So make sure that you find a common figure. Okay, so divide it into different common figures that you know. So divide the figure into multiple common figures. Find the area of each one, and then add them all up. Okay, let's look at this one here. So if I want to find the area of the figure given to me here, I'm going to have to divide this into two different figures. I see that I have a rectangle. See that this is a rectangle up here. Right? So this could be my first area that I want to find. Okay, so the area of a rectangle is length times width. So it would be 23 times 12. So the area here will be 276. Alright, so then this other figure, okay, let's highlight it with the pink highlighter here. Okay, would be a trapezoid. So let's call this a second figure. Okay, well, for trapezoid, I need to have two bases. Well, I know this is 23 centimeters, so there I've got my two bases. Okay, well, now I need to find what this distance, the height, is. Okay, well, I know that this distance right here is 12, so 18 minus 12 will give me a 6. So this height right here is going to be 6 centimeters. Okay. So the area of that is going to be 1/2 your base 1 plus your base 2 times your height. So 1/2 times 23 plus 15 times 6. So that would be 3 times 23 plus 15, which is 114. So now I'm going to add these two areas together. So 276 plus 114 is going to give me 390. And remember, what are my units in? Centimeters squared. Okay. Alright, let's look here at this one. Okay, so I see that I've got kind of 3 common figures going on here. So let's look at the first one. Okay, take this one, this figure. That'll be my first one. That is my rectangle. Okay. Okay. So for a rectangle, I need to know my length and my width, right? Well, I know my width is 9 feet. So now I need to find the length here. So I need to find this distance from here to here. Okay. Well, this distance up top is 9 feet. So this distance down here is also going to be 9 feet, which means that this distance is also 9 feet, which means that down this distance is going to be 9 feet. So 26 minus 9 will leave me with a 17. So now this distance I can find is going to be a 17. So my area will be 9 times 17, which will be 153 feet squared. Okay. The other one I have over here is a triangle. So I'm just going to work over. So this is a triangle, right? So that'll be my second area. So the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. Okay, well, I know that my base here is going to be 9 feet because it's the radius of the circle. Okay, so now I need to find the height. So 17 minus this 7 right here is going to leave me with a 10. So the height is going to be 10. So 1/2 times your base, which is 9, times 10, which is your height. So that's going to be 45 feet squared. Okay, my third area is going to be half of this circle. Okay, so it's only half of a circle. So it's my third area. So the circle formula is pi r squared. But it's only half of, so it's a semicircle, so we're going to take half of that. So we're going to have 1/2 times pi times my radius, which is 9 feet. So that is what, 127? So now we're going to add all three of these together. So 153 plus 45 plus 127.23. So the area of my composite figure is going to be 325. 0.23 feet squared. Okay. All right, let's do one more of this. All right, so here I've got a cone looking kind of like a baseball diamond almost. Okay. Well, I have a semicircle here. Alright, so I know that it's telling me my diameter is 16, so that means my radius is going to be 8. So that's going to be my first figure that I'm going to do. So it's a semicircle. So just like we did just a second ago, it's half of your pi r squared. Okay, so it's 100.53. It's meters squared. Alright, so now the second figure. We're going to have a triangle here. So what I need to find here is I need to find the height. Well, I'm going to have to find the height by using the Pythagorean theorem. So I know my hypotenuse, okay, and I know one of the sides, so I can find the other one. So x squared plus 8 squared is going to be equal to 17 squared. So 17 squared minus 64. So it's going to be x squared is going to be equal to 225. And then the square root of 225 is going to be a 15. So the height here is going to be 15 meters. Okay, so now the area of that part is 1/2 base times height. So 1/2 times 16 times 15. So it's going to be 120. So my total area is going to be 100.53 plus 120. So that is what, 220.53 meters squared. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to talk about is the area of a shaded region. So we want to find the area of the entire figure and then subtract the non-shaded regions. Okay, so if I wanted to find the area of the shaded region here, that is in a square, right? So I'm going to find the area of my square. Okay, but my area of a square would include everything underneath that circle, right? So I'm going to find the area of the square. So it's going to be 25 squared, which is 625. Okay, then I'm going to find the area, I'm going to find the area of, the circle here. So the area of the circle. And then I'm going to subtract the two, and it'll leave me with the difference of that shaded region. Okay, so the area of the circle is pi r squared. Okay, well I know that my diameter, okay, is 25 feet, right? So my radius is going to be half of that, so it's going to be 12.5. So pi times 12.5 squared. So is that 490.87? So now if I was to subtract these two, then it's going to leave me with the difference of what's in the shaded region. So the area of the shaded will be the square minus the circle. So 625 minus 490.87. So is that 134.13? And we're in feet squared. Okay. Alright, let's look at this one. So if I want to find the area of the shaded region, I have two figures here. I've got a rectangle and I have a triangle inside of it. So if I found the area of the rectangle, that's length times width. So that is 25 times 14. 25 times 14 is what, 350. And then I've got a triangle here that I need to find the area of. And then subtract the two, and I'll be left with the shaded region. Okay, the triangle, remember, is 1/2 base times height. Well, our base is 25, so we're going to say 1/2 times 25 times 11. So that's what, 137.5? So now I'm going to subtract those. So the area of the shaded will be 350 minus 137.5. So 350 says 212.5. Make sure both of these are centimeters. Good. Alright, so basically you're just dividing your figure into figures that you know. Alright, so I want y'all to take some time and work on the rest of that, the worksheets, and you'll have a great day.